Will it be allowed? If it is, massive goal and keeping our place at the top of the Europa League.
Oh, yeah!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of Borderline Glory with AC Milan. Today's episode we have got a Europa League game coming up and then a Serie A game. The first one at home at the San Siro against none other than Chelsea. That is going to be a massive game. And then we go away to Como for an interesting Serie A clash. Since last time out, we've had quite a few games. It's been a very interesting time for us. And yeah, I'm quite happy with how we've done so far, to be honest. We are undefeated all season. Serie A has been a bit of a mixed bag. We had the win in the first game, which we weren't managing in, but then after that we had 3 draws in a row against some tough teams in Napoli, Inter and Atalanta. We bounced back with 2 wins, a 3-0 win and a 1-0 win there, as you can see, against Udinese and Torino, which is good. It shows that we can beat the teams that we have to be getting 3 points from at minimum. But then as well into the Europa League, we got a 5-2 win away in Greece against PAOK Thessaloniki there, as you can see, and then at home against Ajax, a 2-1 win. That takes us up to top of the Europa League, as you can see there, with 4 goal difference, the advantage to our name. The teams around us are looking like teams we can definitely beat, and hopefully that will continue today with this game coming up against Chelsea. Then in Serie A as well, we're not doing too bad. We are currently in 4th place after 6 games. Inter Milan on top of the table there, and Napoli and where are they? Atalanta, Bergamo and Napoli in Parthenope. These big teams here in Italy have got all their licenses removed, but they're the teams we've drawn to and they are around us in the table. So it's been a very interesting start to the season. Hopefully that can continue. I think we've been presented with such a good opportunity here with AC Milan. You know, with Saint Etienne we really had to build that project, and that was a good opportunity in itself. But here we've had a manager retire whilst this team has been in a decent position, but they could be achieving a little bit higher. But the Europa League is a trophy they could definitely be winning, and who's going to stop us from winning it this season? Let's go and get straight into it. The first game of the day against Chelsea. So the team for this game against Chelsea starts with Pisata in goal. We've got Barnett, D'Antonio, Sullen, Bertrand and Molina at the back. We've got Abdul Engin in that holding position, Catanillo and Fernandez in the middle. We've got Tolga on the left, Saddam on the right and Kamada up top. Kick-off here in this game against Chelsea. It should be an absolute classic. 2 really good teams looking to go at this competition, and arguably this could be a potential final we are looking at here in the Europa League. We get underway here. Hopefully it's going to be an entertaining one. We've been playing some good football. In particular, Kamada up top has got himself a goal in League on. I was going to say Serie A. I thought he had a few more than that, but he has been firing in the goals in the Europa League. 4 goals in 2 games. Very impressive numbers, and hopefully can continue to add on to that in this game here against Chelsea. It is going to be a tough one. As we know, we have been playing some good football. I think, you know, as the team starts to gel a little bit more, we will start to get winners in bigger games. Obviously, as you saw in those 3 in Serie A, we have struggled to get winners, kind of, but we have been taking points, which is the positive, and not losing, particularly in, well, we haven't lost, but in some of those games we had all the potential to go and lose in a really poor fashion if we didn't turn up on the occasion, and we did ultimately. Just could have taken a little bit away from it, and if we can get winners like that today, we will come away with a massive 3 points and potentially already a playoff spot in this Europa League phase only after 3 games. And you've got to remember, we do have 8 games. I believe the final of them will come, if not in the next episode, the episode after that. And then from there, should we qualify for the next bit of the competition, which I would like to think we can. We've already played quite a tough opponent in Ajax and Thessaloniki as well. I'd assume as like a pot 3 team. Yeah, it's the tough games have kind of come, or so some tough games have already come, and if we can get a win in this one, a pot 1 team in Chelsea, then you've got to think we were in good runnings to go and get a good high spot in this league phase. But it is Chelsea who draw first blood here in this game. They go and make it 1-0 after 40 minutes. We've got to be defending a little bit better there. That ball in behind. It's not the best bit of work in terms of what we've done defensively, which is defensively this season we have been quite solid. I think we've conceded a goal in like 5 out of 7 games or something like that, but it's only been 1. I don't think we've conceded more than 2 apart from the Thessaloniki game, which I guess is a decent result. No more than 10 goals conceded at this stage, I guess is not bad at all. The ball in behind though for Chelsea again, and it does go wide this time. 3 minutes longer than the last chance, and we need to be defending a little bit better. We cannot be affording to let too many chances go in like that. If we need to make some change at half time, we will. We have been rotating players a little bit. We do have quite a big squad, obviously, as you do when you join a new club, and you know, with that injuries come, you rotate the players. And as well, we've had some players leaving the transfer window, particularly some youngsters, and we had offers for players like Simon Beercham, but I just thought if we've got a good chance to go in the Europa League or European competition in that way, it's always a part of my kind of principles to not sell big players like that, even if there is a good fee on the table, because they are a crucial player. They know this club, and they'll know that it just wouldn't make sense when there is a big trophy at stake. Into the second half here, the scores on the doors: 1-0 to Chelsea against AC Milan in the San Siro. That does take us off the top of the table, off the back of that goal conceded to Chelsea. Hopefully we can go and pull it back and get something here in this game. After 52 minutes, the ball in the feet of the Chelsea goalkeeper. It finds itself into the midfield. Now we win that back. Molina, Mateus Fernandez on the ball. It finds Saddam, who was not involved last episode, but he is now, and that is Kamada who scores. Will it be allowed? If it is, massive goal and keeping our place at the top of the Europa League. Let's have a look. I believe he may have just strayed offside, but it is a good bit of play, good bit of positive momentum we can take forward for the next part and the next phase of this game. Saddam is looking like a very good player, you know. Yannick Saddam there, we've not really seen much of him in the last episode, but he is into this team today, and he's getting some assists off that side. And another player who's doing very well is Tolga. His numbers very impressive: 2 goals, 2 assists in 2 Europa League games, and hopefully that does continue into this one when we do need it. We will look to make a few changes shortly here in this game. The ball advancing for Chelsea, and it will go out in at the end. Now I'm going to bring Saddam off, just as I was saying. He's been very impressive, but I think it makes sense. I'm going to bring Wilson Odobert on to that right hand side. Anyone else I'd like to bring in? Engin off. We'll bring Teixeira into the middle there. He has been one of our younger players, and in and around this squad quite a lot in recent times. I won't wait on those fullback changes. We're still getting used to some of these boys and their kind of profiles and names as well, I guess you could say. But you know, we're starting to get familiar with a few of these boys, in particular Tolga and Kamada. Hopefully Kamada can come up with the heroics here. If we come away with a point, I think that's a decent result. You know, we will need to play teams like this later on down the line should we get there, and you know, it's the league phase. We can take notes and continue to progress. You know, we won the Champions League last year with Saint Etienne, and you know, in the league phase we had like 3 losses, 4 losses, something like that. We got through by the playoff. I think we're the first team to win who did qualify through the playoff, so that does show that it's not always about how you do at the first, it's how you finish, and that's what we've been hopefully going to be proving here. We've not had a shot on target all game. We finally get one away there. And as we get that away, I will look to go and make a few changes on that left-hand side. We don't have a single player we can really bring on. I'll bring Goglichidze in right back there, though he was involved in the last episode. We do have an exciting thing coming up as well. The Golden Ball winner will be announced after the next game against Como. We do have one more game. I'll go and play that, and we can go and take a look whether or not it will be Julio Napa who goes and wins it. I don't see why not. The ball to the back post, Wilson Odobert. It falls out to Mateus Fernandez. Chelsea win this ball back though, looking to turn it over on that far side. What can they go and do with it? Can we win it back? We do. It's Cataneo over the top. Can he find Kamada? He will, but in a very unideal position. But he squares it. Lovely ball, and it goes out for a corner here. And a first bit of positive momentum. It was so obvious that when we're going to come on camera we were going to lose, and by the looks of it that is going to be the case. But it's been a tough game. Chelsea have given us a very good performance, and ultimately we had to improve. If we can take a point, I guess that would be quite solid, but it doesn't look like we will. We do have an interesting league game coming up against Como. Hopefully we can go and have a bit of an improved display, but the full-time whistle is going to go here in this Europa League game, and it's a narrow 1-0 loss at home to Chelsea. And no changes for this team against Como. Back in Serie A, it starts with Passati in goal, backline of Barnett, Di Antonio, Sullivan-Berchan and Molina. We've got Abdelengin in the holding position, Catanillo and Fernandez, Tolga on the left, Sedam on the right, and Kamada up top. Kick-off here in this game against Como. A very nice stadium. We come to a very nice town here in Italy. And hopefully it's going to be a good game. You know, we want to really establish ourselves at the top of this league table. Now get that done nice and early, because I guess the focus sooner rather than later will come down to that Europa League, and if we can get this sorted nice and early, and as well get a bit of positive momentum back into the Europa League, because you know we do have a bit of a setback with that loss to Chelsea. We're not too far in trouble. But you know it is going to affect us a little bit, because these are the teams we have to be beating, particularly at home. But if we can bounce back, especially with a win here, it would do us a lot of favours. There's a ball in. Who's going to fall to? It's Tolga. It's Catanillo in the middle. It's 1-0, and it's a lovely finish for this AC Milan team after 13 minutes in the Como Stadium here. It is an absolutely beautiful stadium if you've never seen it before, and hopefully we come away with the 3 points to make it a very special occasion. That is looking like it is the case after 20 minutes here. We go 1-0 up. Where do we go in the table? We go second only to Inter Milan, so hopefully that is something that will change later on in the season when we do play them next. I can't remember who had the home or away advantage in that game. Let's go and have a look. It was Inter that actually had the home advantage. You want to remember that both the teams play in the same stadium, so what that means is one game it will be pretty much all Inter fans, which was that game. When we play them in the reverse fixture, it will be at the San Siro again, but it will be predominantly AC Milan fans, and that will hopefully give us a little bit of an advantage. If we could draw when the whole stadium was being very hostile to us with those Inter Milan fans, no reason why we won't go and put on a good performance against them with all of our red and black fans in the crowd. Here is Barnett. It finds Tolga, who's had a very good game so far here. He plays it in behind. Catanillo could go and get another one for himself. What is he going to do here? He squares it. Kamada, he's unlucky to not finish that there. It looks like he's put that at the keeper, but a very good save nonetheless from the keeper. 7 shots on target, a very convincing display in this first half, and the one goal is the deciding factor of the winning team in this one after 47 and 23, 24, 25 seconds here in this first half. It does look like this is going to be that for the first half. A very impressive one, and it's showing that we can play some real good football. We do have a very solid squad. I think we have overall one of the best foundational squads I've ever seen. You know, we always come and look to try and improve on them, but there's so much real good talent in this team, and even some of the more experienced players, in particular Mateus Fernandez. He's had a real key role in this team, and he brings that experience, and I think it's a good balance. I think AC Milan have always been quite good masters at the youngsters, and also having some, I guess, older players. They've over the years they've had 39, 40-year-olds, Modric, Zlatan, but then they have so many good youngsters as well. Youngsters of AC Milan legends. The Maldini had his son there, I believe, and just different players like that have all had their sons come through. And I don't know if Kamada's the son of someone, but he is a very impressive player. He's made it 2-0 here after 50 minutes. It's a lovely finish. He goes and gets another goal for himself, taking his tally up to around about 7 now, 7 or 8 goals, 6 goals after 9 games, which is a good start for him, and hopefully that will continue. I think I see a 30-goal season coming out of that man there if he can stay fit, and there's not really been an indication to say that he won't, so hopefully that will be the case. I do believe we are the only team to be undefeated still in this season, unless Inter Milan have not lost yet. We are the only 2 teams to be undefeated in Milan. Very impressive stuff, and hopefully that's going to continue for us, not for Inter Milan, because we wouldn't mind winning the league title and the Europa League and the Italian Cup. Would be pretty nice to go and do. Let's go and make some changes here. I'm going to bring Catanillo off. He got his goal for this game and has put on a very good performance. I'm going to bring Quartarbarrier, one of our youngsters, a very impressive future talent we have there. I'm going to bring Tolga back to see what he can do, just so we can kind of see out the rest of this game with a bit of peace. I'm going to bring Motta on. He's in on loan with us for the season. And I think he can go and have some minutes in this game. Hopefully puts on a good display, and we'll have some more kind of future starts, future minutes, should he have a good rest of this game here. I'm sure that's what the parent club will want, and hopefully that's he proves to us that he's deserving of those minutes. Here is Saddam on this right hand side. He's advancing. Can he go and have the shot? He does. An emphatic effort, but it just goes over the bar in the end. The final few moments of this game. What can we do here? Are we going to get another one? Will it just be a nice 2-0 win? We've had 13 shots on target, a lot of possession, and just really solid overall. We can be very happy with that. The next thing coming up, we go back to Saint Etienne for a moment. Surely, just surely, I wouldn't be, I'd be shocked if it wouldn't happen, but I also wouldn't be, because I feel like I can expect it. But who else but Julio Napa to win the Ballon d'Or? What a moment that would be. I think that's the first time we would have ever had a player do that, but he did put in the best for 2 seasons individual performance. But I guess in the last season he did have a very good season, but we didn't complete the treble. The season before last season, but last season he won the treble and beat his tally of goals by 2, so hopefully that justifies enough. It should justify the season before that, but this season justifies him winning that golden ball. Who is going to win it? We'll find out shortly. The ball in the path of the Como players. Are they going to get merely a consolation here? There is 4 minutes of added time. The ball does go in. It's a lovely ball, to be fair, and a close shot. Very unlucky really to not score in the end for the Como player, but the full-time whistle is going to go here, and that will be that. A lovely performance here on Lakeside. And there you have it. We didn't win the golden ball, or Julio Napa didn't win the golden ball, I should say. We didn't even get second or third. We had Esteval win it, who got 41 goals and assists. And if you need reminding about what Julio Napa did last season, let me go and search it out for you, because I don't know how 22 goals is being enough to win the golden ball. But if we take a look at Julio Napa, his season's underway there, as you can see. He last season got 36 goals alone in the league, and in total got 68 goals across all competitions. How is he doing this season? Not as good now that we've departed, but his market value's gone on, which is always nice to see. I'm sure he could get a big move away, and I'm sure he'll fire in those goals sooner rather than later. Who really knows? We did get a 3-0 win against Venezia as well, as you can see there. We can be happy with that, and we'll go and continue that form into the next episode, wherever we're playing next. I would like to think more Europa League games, and hopefully going and securing a playoff spot, or maybe even higher. But if you did enjoy this episode, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Make sure to go and join the Discord down below. I'll leave you all with this so tune. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all for another episode soon. Thank you. Bye bye.